Do you have a plan with your play design? Coming up, I'm going to tell you how, and it starts right now. Hey everybody, welcome to Elite Athletes TV. I'm Mike Pulaski, former 11-year pro quarterback and quarterbacks coach here at EliteAthletesTV.com. So many times when coaches are designing offenses, they have set plays, set formations, and that's what they run. But what happens when a defense figures you out? Well, the air raid and the run and shoot are both really good at the concept I'm going to show you today. But when the defense figures you out, you have to have an answer, and I'm going to show you how to build one in. Before I get started, if you're new to the channel, if you love X's and O's, you love football content, make sure that you subscribe and ring that bell. That way you get notified every time we have new content coming out. Give me a thumbs up, hit that like button down below if you're ready to learn how to broaden your offense without getting overburdened with total plays, and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you, your thoughts, any concepts that you've built like this. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear them. So let's talk about how we take a single play and make it into several plays, or change the concept and stay within the framework of our offense. Everybody's heard of the hitch and go and the out and up. Those are simple, right? You're running hitches, and then the corner starts to bite, and you run the hitch and go. You run the out, and the corner starts to squat, and you run the out and up. Simple. And that's what we're talking about today. When you design plays that have built-in leverages to them, built-in reads to them, and defenses start to squat or start to sit on those reads, then what's your answer? One of the first plays we're going to look at, and we're going to look at some college game film, is the bubble route. So just quick bubble screen to the outside, to the running back, or to the receiver, blocking out in front and getting it going. A lot of teams use this, especially in high school. You get leverage right away, and it wins. Well, what's the answer for that? The second play we're going to look at is snag. Snag has become ubiquitous throughout college, pro, and high school football, and so a ton of teams are running it. But what's your answer when teams start to cover it? I'm going to have that answer for you too coming up. Right now, let's hit the film, and we'll take a look. So the first play we're going to look at is a quick little RPO bubble screen, and it's inside zone, heading this way by the back, and you're going to see a bubble by number 2 up top, blocking downfield. QB pulls it when he sees backside pressure come in with the run, outnumbered inside, so he throws the bubble. Pretty simple, pretty standard in today's world. Again, how can you tell it's RPO? All those big cats up front are blocking run all the way. These guys are all blocking front side zone. You can see this is the guy they're going to key. When he comes downhill, quarterback pulls it, and that's an easy shot. Puts it on him, pick up about 4 yards, and get on schedule. Now, that first play was the first play of the game. You come back in a formation that you have been running bubble out of during the year, so they've seen it on film, and you set up trips right. So Stanford trips right here, and you can see safeties and nickel players starting to communicate with each other. Watch as we move forward just a little bit. I'm sure part of this discussion is, hey, watch the bubble, and they're communicating it across. So all these guys thinking bubble, this safety has to watch this tight end, but also help on number 3 coming across. So all these thoughts going on, but they've seen the bubble. They're thinking about bubble. They've been hit by the bubble for 6 yards early on. Now what you're going to get is fake bubble by number 3, free release, go route by number 1, and a stalk and follow by the number 2 receiver. I love this play design because usually when you take a trick 'em shot like this, or when you design a play with a shot option on it, you've got one shot, but in this case you have the shot of number 1 down the field, but you also have a trail shot with number 2. So as a quarterback, it gives you 2 looks to the same play. Now watch as they execute. These safeties thinking, watch the bubble, watch the bubble. Stanford runs simple pass pro, slide right. So these guys sliding right, back helping 1 to 2 on the backside. you're going to see just a straight go route here. This safety is already down low. You're going to see a stalk and follow route by number 2 with a quick bubble. Davis Mills gives one step, shoulder pump, and gets this safety to bite down low. Safety's looking over the top when the tight end blocks. He's looking to help, but he's out leveraged because there's so much space to the field. They run it. Safety tries to get over the top, but doesn't quite get there in time. Now, that said, Davis Mills puts in an extra 2 pumps on this play that he didn't need, or 2 hitches, excuse me. You'll see him here. Pump, hitch, hitch. And on his third hitch, he finally throws it with a reset of his feet. If he throws it on that first hitch, you can see right here, his receiver's got it beat. His receiver's got the top. Let that rip right now as a quarterback. That said, just a little critique. He still completes this ball, so it's a nice completion and a big shot for Stanford. But if he throws it now, this safety can't help at all. Instead, he takes 2 more bounce steps. 1, 2. Finally lets it rip. I love this. This guy, main target. So Mills is thrown there. But if he doesn't have him, number 2 down the sideline is a nice comeback throw for a quarterback to have. You can back shoulder him and still get big yards on the play. Finish it out. Makes a contested catch. Great grab. And huge move to move that team downfield. I told you we'd talk about the snag concept. Almost every team in college football is running it. I see it a ton in high school football. And so it's just ubiquitous across football. You're going to get back motion out of the backfield, wide flare control, corner route over the top, boom, sit on the snag in the open window, and they're going to get that snag route for the completion. Easy read for the quarterback. In this case, I think they're reading it 1 to the sit down, 2 to the wide. If everybody jumps and you get the shot, take the corner as the alert. Simple read for Davis Mills. Finds his receiver, puts it on him, move the sticks. Once again, corner, snag, got the wide by the back. Simple. So you take that snag concept, and every team in America runs it. And how do you progress from that? Now, off that same snag look, what you're going to get is that same corner, this time into the boundary, and a snag sit down, looks like a snag, and then a seam route by this wide receiver. When he releases inside in this 3 match, this corner is going to turn it over, let the backers take it. As he gets vertical, you have a fleet wide receiver against a linebacker. These guys on the outside, little hide or hitch route, and a slot fade, trying to pull this safety wide to the field, create a big play inside on that mismatch. I love this as a progression to snag. Back is just going to check here, give yourself full protection, and then release for flare control. But giving this progression to snag is a nice way to, once a team starts dialing into the concepts you're using, now take advantage of their overplaying a concept so that you can win. Corner route, snag, sit, and then seam. You get the win inside because the corner was looking back for the ball. And first down and big play. Watch this corner's head when the snag sits down. Snag is in his thinking. Receiver runs in, boom. And this corner right now is keyed into throw from the quarterback. He's dialed in and looking. Receiver does a nice job of selling it, clearing out top coverage with that corner. And now, as the seam comes vertical, he's got all this open grass out here. This slot fade is pulling this safety this way. And so this is a great progression off the snag concept, using a concept that the defense has seen, and now taking it up the field. Air raid, run and shoot has this type of movement to green grass built into it, which is one of the things that makes the system so great. Takes a ton of reps. In the West Coast offense, this is something new that they're progressing to, and a great play call here. Boom, corner sits, whoops, ball in the seam, great one-handed catch, first down, take the big shot, but it feels pretty good when you get that big play. So that's just a couple plays, but I want you to start thinking creatively about your offense. There's answers out there. For instance, 4 verts, if teams start going cover 4 to 4 verts, run comebacks on the outside or take a middle bender by one of your middle receivers. Simple answer to a complex problem that you can stay within your system and add to it. Now, as a coach, you can either call it or you can have it built into your system where receivers fall off versus cover 4 in 4 vert, or versus snag. If you have linebackers that jump that route, you can get to 4 vert, but you do want to have that 4 vert on the backside. That way you have that push against a single high safety. Again, just be creative with what you're doing on offense. I love it as a quarterback when you can evolve through plays within concepts that you already own and make it seem way more complex. So your complexity is built into the simplicity of what you're calling. Heard that from Troy Taylor at Sac State, and I thought it was beautiful. And that's what you want to do as a coach. If you like what I did today, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell. Give me a thumbs up, hit that like button down below. I'd appreciate it. Hit that like button. It helps us out. And leave me a comment about what you do with your system. I'd love to talk about that or make a video about it here on EliteAthletesTV.com. If you hung around this long, you're like the 1%, give me a thumbs up. Let's celebrate. Give me that like. I will talk to you again soon. Build that complexity into the simplicity of your offense, and you can help your quarterback out, improve their football skills, and improve your offense overall. I'll talk to you again soon.